So I'm Casey Thomas from the council. I'm also the mayor pro tem of the city of Dallas. And we've been doing this now for 3 years. Last year we didn't get a chance to do it because y'all, the students, how many of you were on varsity last year? Okay, if you're on varsity last year, come on, ain't nothing but fellas in here, guys. Don't be shy. Well, we got a few ladies, my sister, my secretary. Okay, all right. So we didn't get a chance to do it last year because y'all were having final exams during the game. But we've been doing this 3 years. The first year we did it here. The second year we did it over at City Hall. And we had Michael Williams, who played in the NBA. He went to Carter, played ball for Baylor, who has a construction company. His company actually built the new Starbucks that's right there on Camp Wisdom. And so we kept it all keeping it all in Oak Cliff. And so he was there and they sponsored the lunch. I talked to his assistant today. He wasn't able to be here, but he'll be at the game tomorrow night. And so this is just an opportunity to bring the two schools together. I know y'all probably been playing against each other for a long time, know each other real well. And so this opportunity to just say we appreciate your efforts. We know it's going to be a very competitive game. We expect, you know, everybody to get it best out on the court. And then you guys really don't know, and I'm gonna have each of, you know, the principals and the coaches just say just a few words about this rivalry. I'm getting you next. I'm getting you next. But I'm gonna give them an opportunity to talk about this rivalry and how this rivalry has brought this community together for a long, long time. I happen to represent District 3, which is on the side where Kimball High School is, and my colleague, Councilmember Tennille Atkins, who represents District 8, and where the mall is, he represents the side of the district where Carter is. And so this is the first chance he was able to be a part of this luncheon. He was on the council. He had to sit out one term and sit out 2 years, then he got reelected, so he's back now. And so this is his first opportunity being with us when we have the luncheon. And I know everybody's schedule is busy, so I'm gonna have him to come up and say a few words, and then we're gonna have each principal and then each of the coaches say a few words, then we'll close out. So, Zach, come on up.
Thank you. Thank you, Casey. You know, hey, give Casey a champ. You know, he's a champ, man. You know, number one. You know, we all the same people, the same neighborhood. Carter and Kimball, just two different schools you went to. I went to Bishop High School, and we played against Carter, and we kind of beat Carter kind of bad back in the day. That's back in the 70s. But Carter High School and Kimball High School got a long history in football, basketball, track, all the above. Many, many years ago, I look in this room, it went this color at Carter and Kimball. It was a different color. Now I see another color that we got to look at you as respect to make sure you're the future. There's a whole lot of professional football players, basketball players came from both your schools. And they came, they achieved, and they're like Mayor Pro Tem Thomas said, like William, you know, helped build a Starbucks. But he also was the first contractor that built the first building over in Inland Port, with all the big warehouses at, about 10 years ago. So he gave back to the community, turns man. When the Carter, you know, he over there doing the mall, you know, he'll invest in the mall over there. So you got a whole lot of Carter product and Kimball product also that invest in this neighborhood. But it's up to you. You are the future of your neighborhood. And when y'all go out there, whatever you do in life, and go out there and you put Carter colors on, the Kimball colors on, they look at the school. They look at the coaches. They look at the principal. And right now what we're doing also with Friendship West, a case that we are going through the neighborhood from Hampton and Polk and from Wheaton to Camp Wilson to go through the neighborhood to make sure that neighborhood is safe over there and make sure things are going about over there. We also look at, with the help of Mr. Thomas, port rep, if you go across the street from McCarter High School and you see this field, you know, this park there, we're in the process of trying to put a field house there. You know, for football, for track, for baseball, because Carter right beside that, because we need more field house and practice fields for kids to go and do stuff instead of being in trouble. So with that, Casey, thank you for coming. Like I said, I'm Janelle Atkins, District 8, but also Chair Economic Development, Chair of Housing. And this man doing a great job. And what he's doing one thing for education, coming back to the city, he's showing up we got to give back to the schools. And whatever we can do, whatever I can do here to help you out. So again, thank you very much.
Brother from Kimball High School, kind of talk about the rivalry. You do it here if you want to support them, wherever you want to do is fine.
Just as a rivalry, Kimball versus Carter has been, to me, coming from, well, I'm going to go back to 1994. I know many of you guys wasn't even born then. I started teaching at Kimball in 1994, and I just remember, you know, I didn't know about this Kimball Carter thing. I'm originally from Houston. So Kimball Carter, I'm used to Yates and Booker T. Washington, you know, so I had to learn about Kimball Carter. But as I learned, I just watched how it just changed the community. When those Kimball and Carter football team, the basketball teams played, how filled the stands were, and what it meant to the community. And that's always what it's been about to me. Just the camaraderie and the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the things that it brings. It makes everything better. When we play well, it just seems like the community is better. It's just everything. You go to the snow cones, tastes better, everything. You know, everything you do. So it really is important to keep that alive, you know, as this community comes back. I mean, it's revitalizing right now. And I don't know what the record has been of late, whether we have 5 wins and y'all have 5 wins in the last 10 years, I don't know. I don't know that. But I know we've been doing pretty well. Y'all went to state last year. We went to state a few years back. So, and I know it can come back to that. So that's what the expectation is, guys. We want y'all to play hard and get opportunities after you play by, you know, doing those things in the classroom and on the court. Going to your, I don't know which one of you guys, but I know one of y'all had a really big year last year over here. And I think it's 1, 2, 3 right down there. If I remember looking on TV last year, really played some good ball. So it's all about the brotherhood, y'all, and stepping up and doing what you're doing on the court and just being competitive. Okay, keep it 100. You know, we all in this family. Ball is life, right? Ball is life, and we know what that is. All right, so let's keep that up. All right, thank y'all.
And then Mr. Smith.
All right, okay.
Come on.
Hey, I just wanted to say first, thank you to Mayor Pro Tem Thomas and also to Councilmember Atkins. And then a special thanks also to Mr. Williams who made this possible. And that's really great that we have men who continue to invest in our community. I'm born and raised Oak Cliff, Texas. That's all I know. And so when it was Oak Cliff, Texas, right? So some of you may not know that history, but that's all I know. That's where I've grown up. That's where I've spent much of my life and much of my career. And so I really love being a part of this. I grew up in the Carter area. However, I've spent a lot of time working in the Kimball community. So this is really an exciting time for me to be able to be a part of this. And I will tell you that Oak Cliff really is the pride of Dallas. And so, gentlemen, when you all play, the whole city watches, okay? Because when they want to see great basketball, they know they got to come through Oak Cliff in order to see great basketball. I remember watching this very game last year, man, and I don't know, I wanted to jump and get out there on the court. You guys were playing so hard, and it was such a great game. I think we should have charged the folks like $50 a ticket to watch that game last year. It was a good game. And so I look forward to a great spirited game this year. Once again, thank you to all who made this possible.
I appreciate it. Coach, you.
Mr. Thomas, I want to thank you for having this again this year and starting this thing. I remember when
You know, I always call Case by his first name because I remember when he was at Edison and I was leaving Pinkston, getting ready to come over here to Kimball. He was talking about running for office and everything, and you know how things happen when you set your mind to it. That's why, and this is one man. This is a very good man here. When people tell you that you can be what you want to be, whatever you set your mind to, you can really do those things. And I think sometimes we get down on ourselves as young men, as African American men. We do as old men ourselves. We get down on ourselves, but sometimes you just need a person to pick you up and just to tell you, brother, it's okay. You can do it, because all of you can. And prime example, if you look at the men in this room, we're all degreed. We all had some success in life and still have success, but we have our downfalls. But there was somebody to put their hand on our shoulder and help pick us up and help us keep going. And that's why we're here for you young men, to help y'all do the same thing. It wasn't easy being 15, 16 years old, was it, man? It wasn't easy. I mean, somebody had to tell us. And like we said, I know y'all call it the no-no, but shit, I had a Jerry curl, a Luster curl, carefree curl, dye in my hair, everything. Now look at me. So all this y'all doing in y'all heads right now, playing out there, in about 15 more years, y'all gonna start looking at it. Y'all gonna hear it, it's gonna be around there, y'all gonna start seeing it in and out, you're gonna be trying to hold on as long as you can, and one day, you're gonna do this right here. Go on, take it off.
Yeah, just go get it off, man.
You're gonna get tired of messing with it. But let me say this, you know, came in the district in '98, started at John B. Hood Middle School, which is Piedmont now, and got a chance to coach over there, football, basketball, and volunteered at Bryan Adams a year. Left Bryan Adams, and Snoop Johnson, who was a coach here at that time, his dad, Goree Johnson, I was trying to get a head job, and I couldn't get one because, one, they knew I could coach. The problem was they said, tell me how to run a program. What did you learn at Bryan Adams in running a program? When I thought about it, I couldn't give him an answer. And he said, I'll tell you what you need to do. He said, do you know my son Snoop? I said, I met him one time. Thought he was arrogant, but I said, I said, that arrogant dude, I bet. He said, yeah, that's my son. He said, go over there and ask him to give you a job. And you go over there with him, and you learn how to run a program. If you do that, we're going to help you get a head job. So I walked in Kimball. I got terminated from the district. That means fired, because I didn't pass one part of my test to get certified. And I walked in that door, walked in with a resume. He talked to me 5 minutes and said he had something to do. I'll get back with you. So I went home. And at that time, I worked in the district 3 years, and I was working part-time at Office Max in Cedar Hill, and just trying to get back in. He called me a week later, before school started, and said, listen, Deidre Wiggum said she'll give you a permanent substitute job at Brown Middle School. I went over there, and she said, when can you start? I said, today. And she put me in a portable back there. And I was in that portable, and she let me leave at 2:30 every day to go over there and coach at Kimball. That was in 2001, 2002. And my whole world changed, because I went from being at Bryan Adams, where there was really no tradition, and it really wasn't a lot of us, okay, at that school, to coming to a program that had tradition, and it was winning, and the culture was different. And we went to state that year, and I coached a freshman team in one district. But it was something about, out of all that, when we played Carter High School, it was a whole different atmosphere from every game we played, from South Oak Cliff. Don't let nobody lie to you and say, oh, that Sock Kimball game gonna be big. Sock is sock. But this here, it's something totally different. Because you get bragging rights. This is about pride and tradition. You get bragging rights for a whole year. Just to make it clear, when I took over in 2014, 2015, we beat Carter. 2015, 2016, Carter beat Kimball. 2016, 2017, that's the year Mike paid for everything. I beat the hell out of Carter. And last year, that probably was the best game, like Mr. Smith said. I mean, y'all played y'all butts out, man. I mean, y'all was up 15, we came back, sent the game in overtime. Actually, one of my guys got fouled before the buzz went out there. And I'm at half court, almost talking about, man. And Love, man, and I know Love laughs to this day when I tell him about this. Let me tell y'all this, guys, that's my dog. That's my dog. Years ago, when we was both singers, Wednesday night after practice, when I was at Pinkston and he was over at Spruce,
He was like, dog, we going to Dream tonight? I said, let's roll. We be right there in the club, right there in the bar, hanging out together. Next day we playing together. That's my boy. That's so. Let me say this. One thing about it is he looked at that referee and he told that referee last year, he said, man, you call that doggone foul, I swear I'm a boom. And he gonna say, man, quit talking to the ref, let's play this overtime. Let's play this overtime. And I was like, I just looked at him, I just went over and gave him down. He was right. And best man won, best team won at that time. We was out of gas, y'all won a little bit more. I mean, y'all ended up winning the game. But, you know, the thing is, we split every other year. And I know every year, the same team want to win. But I'm just telling you a guy like this, because I can say this now, he ain't here, and I know Coach Ham gonna take up for him. Damn it, it's our turn. It's our turn right now. But just to close real quick, just like Mr. Smith, me coming in, I'm from Louisiana, and being a part of the school you at, whether you raised in Oak Cliff, or you raised in West Dallas, or you raised in South Dallas, you went to any one of these schools, you are a part of that school. So when you graduate from that school, you are a part of that school for life. When you're a teacher at that school, when you've had any kind of dealings with either one of these schools, you're a part of that school. I go to reunions and stuff, and people be asking me, they're like, what year you come out of Kimball? Because to me, that's family. I feel at home there. I make my step. I'm in the community. I'm around people that went to the school, and they just assume you so down, you so comfortable with the people around in the community and stuff. They feel you went in that school. So one thing that I know y'all do, and I know that we do, we try to do things in the community. You know, the last couple of years, we go to Redbird Mall. We do a little fundraiser there. You know, we go to the elementary school. We do, the year before last, we did a little reading program. You know, one day, we always doing our fair day. So it's about giving back, and that's the truth. One thing that I used to tell the kids in West Dallas when I coached at Pinkston, I'm finna get out, was that I don't care where you are or what you do in life, when you get a chance, whether you got money, no money, whether you got time, come back and give back to these younger kids at your school or in the community. Do something. When Tony Mitchell, when I coached him at Pinkston, he went to the Detroit Pistons. The first thing he did, he called me and said, Coach, I want to do a free basketball camp. He didn't say nothing about, we're going to charge this, we're going to charge that. That's West Dallas. First of all, I ain't about trying to pay no money to do nothing. We had a free basketball camp at Matty Nash, and everybody I called that was in some way that touched Tony when he was in school for that year at Pinkston, they all came and volunteered. And he came with boxes of free shirts, Nike free basketballs, everything for him. And it was a really good day. And you don't have to be a pro to do that. You can come back and give your time to your school. If you want to give a monetary gift to one of the programs or to whatever you want, it's just about giving back in some form or fashion. I get guys all the time call, want to know if they can come to the gym, work with our guys, or they can just get in if they want to coach or something like that. So if I can help somebody on either side, I'm going to do that. And that's what it's about right there. It's about giving back. I had a great high school basketball coach. He taught us about life, nothing about basketball. But guess what? We all love him to this day. When his mother passed, we all found out and we all reached out to him in some form or fashion. So your coaches, believe it or not, or how you may feel some days because he's getting on your butt, we love you, we care about you, and we just want you to be successful. We're hard on you now so you can be able to make it through life. When things get tough on you and when things get hard on you, you'll know how to deal with it because you went through some things at 17, 18 years old. You'll need us more when you go to college or when you get out of high school than you need us now. And guess what? It's our job to still be there for you until you reach that pinnacle of manhood and you can take care of yourself and take care of your family. Thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity to come speak, Thomas. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Harrison Ham. I'm assistant coach at Carter High School. And I'm well versed with this Carter Kimball thing, even though I'm a sock bearer to the heart. But I'm a witness that the Carter Kimball rivalry tradition, the culture is very important, very impactful. A lot of great guys have come out of Kimball High School, a lot of great guys come out of Carter High School. Rich legacy, rich tradition.
Guys, it's really important to cherish this opportunity that you have. This is something you'll remember from now on, especially if you approach it the right way. And the thing I'm gonna push, I'm not gonna talk long as my man Coach Smith, and that's all right. We go a long way back. I know how my man is. I'm a little different, but I do mine just as intense though. But the relationships you make are paramount. The things that you do with people, the impact you make on people. And all of it's not for the spotlight. What you do from your heart, it goes a long way. The relationships you make in this room, even though playing against Carter, playing against Kimball. I think the former coach at Kimball, Coach Snoop Johnson, he and I graduated the same year. Who knew that we would turn around and be colleagues? Or Coach Smith, I remember when he first came to the district, I was coaching at Samuel High School. I've been at 4 or 5 different high schools. I hadn't had the opportunity to just get somewhere and lock in like I want. But those relationships make a big difference. And the way that you impact people and help people and things you do from your heart, it comes back to bless you. So that's where I want you to, if you don't take nothing else from this opportunity, take advantage of this opportunity to go give it your all, number one, and take this thing the right way. Because you look back, your children, the people in your neighborhood, the alumni, they don't want to be coming to the game Saturday night and say, hey man, Kimball got smashed. Right. I mean, I got to go there because Coach Smith put that other part on the tape. But at the same time, it's a ball game. Nobody died. Competition is healthy. Okay? That's what you want. You want to do your best. That's why you prepare every day. And then, like I said, once we get past this game, and y'all playing people in the playoffs, we playing people in the playoffs, we rooting for y'all. It's like we know y'all rooting for us. That's right. Okay? Like I said, one of our mottos is the brotherhood. So what you do, you want to do it 100, you want to stand up on it, but you want to do it the right way. So that's all I got to say. Thank you for this opportunity.
Guys, after hearing these gentlemen that you look up to and you're with every day, and hearing them talk about the tradition, the rivalry, hopefully now you understand why we do this luncheon. It's not just to fill your stomach. We want to, and I want to give it up to Chef Cassandra. Y'all enjoy the meal? There you go. She does a great job. She's in the community, and we want to make sure that we have someone in the community who provides this. But one thing that she does, she provides a healthy meal. You know, when we first started, and I just found out a few weeks ago, I thought the game was going to be tonight. I don't know if it got moved or what. Okay, it got moved. Okay. What we like to do is give you a healthy meal that day before you play the game. And so, and that's why we do this, and that's why each year we have Chef Cassandra, you know, to cater. We want you to have that. But also, in our culture, in our community, when we sit down and break bread, that's where we exchange a lot of our lessons. Right. That's where we pass down some of our stories, and we get a chance, you know, to talk about traditions and talk about manhood and talk about things like that. And so that's the other part about it. So it's sitting down, having a healthy meal, also having an opportunity for men to share with young men about our lessons, about things that we've learned, things that help to make you better than us. Because each one of us wants you to be better than us.
Rites of passage.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's a rites of passage. It's the opportunity for you to learn some things to make better choices in life. If you look around, we're all men of color. We all are. And when you look on the news, we're the main ones who negative is something negative about. We want to change that. That's why when you go out on the court tomorrow night, and I'll be there. I believe Chris got with somebody. We got some tickets, so I'll be at the game. I'll have my family there. I have 2 boys, and so they're watching y'all. Both of them play basketball. One goes to Dale Turner, the other goes to T.W. Brown. So they go to school in this community. My wife's the principal of T.W. Brown. So everything we do is in District 3. And so when those boys come to the game, they're going to be looking at y'all on the court. So remember, it's somebody always watching you and watching what you do. I also want to thank the lady with the sign. I had my sister, she did the decorations along with my secretary at lunch. They came in and did the decorations. I wanted this place to look festive, and because it's used for a lot of different things, but today is to have our holiday luncheon. I'm gonna up the stakes. I'm gonna turn them up. We got somebody who's recording it. Councilman Atkins left. Did this, I'm issuing the charge. Putting it down, okay? Whatever team loses, the council member who represents that area has to wear at council, we got council meeting Wednesday, has to wear that morning, the first half of the council meeting, has to wear some paraphernalia for the team that won, okay? So, we already said, you know, and I got nothing but love for Carter, but you're not in my district. But, so, we throwing the gauntlet down. We want, now you're playing for me. You're not just playing for yourself. You're playing for me.
Let me call and get your name on the shirt. Hold up.
Monogram. Let's get it monogram. We got some black t-shirts. We got a black t-shirt. Let's get it monogram.
What do you think? You gonna get a name on it, man?
Absolutely. And we're gonna wear it with pride. And I got both of these coaches. I think both the principals. I think I got your cell number now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So we're gonna take the photo and we're gonna text it
Oh, yeah.
to whoever from the council meeting. We're gonna text the photo to the principal of the winning team. So guys, don't let me down. Don't let me down. But we want everybody to have a competitive, highly spirited game. You know, I don't even know you, but I love you. I have nothing but love for every one of you, man, because it's a challenge each and every day growing up in Dallas, in Oak Cliff. It's a challenge every day. We in Councilman Atkins are working to make this a place you want to live and raise your family in when you become grown men. That's what we're working on every single day. And so I want to thank my staff, Chris and Yolanda. They said, you know what? We couldn't get DSD in enough time to get transportation, but they got vans from the city. And they picked them up, and they came and picked y'all up. So let's get them around the applause. Couldn't do what I do without them. And so we're going to give you a few more minutes of fellowship, and then whenever they say load up, it'll be time to load up. So, guys, thank you. I can't wait till tip-off tomorrow night. And make sure y'all get to know each other if you don't know each other, because it's all about Oak Cliff. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.